research drives cancer treatments in as much as that all new cancer treatments are based on precedent research. Without new research, we don't have new drugs, and we don't have new therapies for breast cancer.
The only way to advance the care of our patients and of a population is through research.
The Lynn Sage Cancer Research Foundation enables researchers to start lines of research, get preliminary data, and it allows them then to go after even larger grants that allow them to translate that to the bedside, to the patient.
The therapies we currently use, even the most sophisticated therapies, can be improved. And in the case of breast cancer, even though we've made great strides and can cure a higher percentage of individuals at each stage of the disease, we still have a long way to go to control the disease in all patients, and in particular prevent the disease from occurring.
The Lynn Sage Cancer Research Foundation for me personally has been just an amazing part of my job, because they're a group of men and women who are devoted to raising money for both research as well as training. And I'm the program director as well of our breast fellowship program, and so the Lynn Sage Research Foundation basically supports our fellowship, and without them we couldn't have a fellowship.
If we were to stop receiving funding from the Lynn Sage Cancer Research Foundation, the effects would not only affect my lab personally, but would it affect the larger breast cancer program at Northwestern. And a number of very exciting high-risk, high-gain activities would have to be curtailed.
There is essentially no overhead. It's one of the remarkable aspects of Northwestern Memorial Hospital. All the support that's provided by the Lynn Sage Foundation goes directly into research or the support of fellowships or the support of other components of the breast cancer care and research program that is necessary for us to provide state-of-the-art care for our patients and to do cutting-edge research.
My name is Jennifer Ernest, and I live in Lake in the Hills with my husband Jason and my son Kane. I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 33. I was married in 2000 to my first husband Frank, and shortly after we were married he was diagnosed with restrictive cardiomyopathy, and the only thing that they can really do is a heart transplant. Unfortunately, he didn't make it, and he passed away in February of 2003 while I was 7 weeks pregnant with my son Kane. My labor and delivery with my son was a nightmare. I abrupted at 34 weeks. I spent 9 days at Prentice being treated. They saved both my baby and myself. I was finally getting my life back on track. I made partner in my law firm. Things were going well, and then I got breast cancer. My fiance Jason and I, we had just been engaged. We had literally just set the date for the wedding and made all the wedding plans when I was diagnosed. And I looked at Dr. Hansen and I told her, you guys can do whatever you want, but I'm getting married in October and I'm going on my honeymoon, so. I had treatment, and then I had surgery in September, and 5.5 weeks later I got married in a wig and went to Mexico and went zip lining and on horseback riding and swimming with dolphins, and it worked out well. Doing my self-exam in April of 2007, and I was actually checking the right side, and I thought I felt something weird, so I went to compare it to the left side, and that's when I found the lump. I immediately called my grandma's breast surgeon at the time and got in to see him, and he saw the other lump, but he told me I was too young for breast cancer. He told me it couldn't possibly be breast cancer. I pushed, I got mammogram and an ultrasound, which came back that it really probably was breast cancer, and he still didn't want to do a biopsy. So he fought me for a month, and the radiologist at the other hospital got me in and got me my biopsy, and then said, you need to go over to Lynn Sage. I found the lump April 12th. I had my biopsy May 14th, got the results May 17th, and I think I got in Lynn Sage maybe 2 or 3 days later, and I started chemo June 1st. So from the time I saw Dr. Hansen and started treatment was literally a week or 10 days. You know, I have personal friends in their 20s You know, my one friend that ultimately ended up passing was diagnosed at 19 and passed at 23. It happens to young women. After the experience that I had with my grandmother's breast surgeon, I told my grandmother that she wasn't being treated at that hospital anymore, and we moved all her care over to Lynn-Sage, so she is now a patient of Dr. Hansen. I think the most important factor in me beating this disease and being at the point I'm at right now is my doctors. I really think that without them, without the support, without the treatment options that I was given, I might not be here today. We need a cure. Awareness is fabulous, but it's not saving lives. And they need to do the research that they're doing to work towards a cure. Definition of courage. In my opinion, just getting up every day and put one foot in front of the other. I really don't think courage is anything more than that. My movie's coming to Hallmark. Not Lifetime. Lifetime has bad endings. We'll go to Hallmark. It's got happy endings.